Welcome back, everybody. Old Guy Gamer here. This is day number 2 video of This is the Police. I actually filmed day 1 and day 2 as one video, but it got a little long, so I decided to split it up into 2. So, welcome back. This is day 2. Enjoy.
Used to be when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand. Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Announces retirement date. Construction of Cinema Museum postponed. Legendary singer Gennaro Cressman comes to Freeburg. I wonder if these actually have anything to do with the story, like I'm supposed to remember them to help me make a decision later. Construction of Cinema Museum postponed again. That's got mafia undertones. So the chief's trying to make his $500,000 exit paycheck, but he doesn't want to work with the mafia to make it. And I gotta remember not to add any cops to my side jobs, whatever those are gonna be. Make sure these guys have your back. Moser didn't come into work today. Unprofessional jerk. No. Some of my relatives have come to visit. They're from another country and we've never even met before. Can I have a day off? Yes, but come tomorrow. Oh, the chevron is the rank. Okay. Once a week I can pass out stripes? Okay. What did he do? Employees of rank not only increase in professionalism, but also learn to command. Whenever ranking officers on scene, his or her colleagues are more likely to perform better. Promotion can mean less drinking and more time spent on the job. Some of them might turn out to be more dependable. Okay. So I sent the unprofessional guy home to visit his family. I didn't realize he was 5. Whatever that quality number is called. Shift A. So he's the only one with stripes. I agree with that. Let's leave that there. I'll probably make it at some point where once you hit the 150 mark, you get your first stripe, and then move the second stripe up to guys like this. But we'll see. For now, we'll just leave it the way it is so we can learn a little bit more about the game, see what's going on. It's not one of those cities where you listen to what they say or nothing at all. What? Oh. Yeah, well, we're not going to be able to listen to music, so I don't care about that. Choose a song to play? Yeah, I don't care. No music, please. Let's learn how to hire and fire cops. Great. Affairs. Okay. Personnel, labor market. You have a certain number of paid job openings for which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. $15 of 16, $5 of 6. So I need to hire 1 cop and 1 detective. Political views, unknown. Well, I'm not going to hire someone who's less than 150. But I have to hire a detective, so I guess it'll be her. Shift B was the first one I used. They had 3 detectives. I think Shift A was the one with only 2. Okay, what am I looking at here? Time to fire somebody. This guy just didn't show up for work, so guess who they want me to fire? Legality be damned. Okay. Didn't come to work. Okay. Why does she have such a weird look? She looks scared. She looks evil. What the heck? Yeah, let's hire 1 more. Shift A had more cops, I think. Wait. Personnel. Oh, because I fired a detective, that's why. Okay. She's slightly better. Did I do that right? No, she's on shift B. Darn it. Remembering which shift has the least. So now I got like 4 detectives on shift A instead of... whatever.
211 in progress.
What's a 211? Vandalism. Someone entered the cemetery. Satanic symbols, some broken, marks from a shovel. But he would say no more. Let's send the old guy. 1 semi-professional, average professional, and 1 below average.
211 in progress.
Vandalism, Atticus Tower. On his new car. Okay. Day 3, hour 12. I didn't notice how long the days lasted, but I've actually got to wrap this video up here pretty quick.
211 complete.
Because I promised my wife I'd take her out to lunch, so I'm gonna head out.
1210 in
As soon as this
progress.
day is over. Suspicious individual. Wow, the most dangerous criminal. I'm glad we saved the right guy.
211 complete.
2 vandalism reports. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. That's good. Offender escaped. What? Ridiculous. Not much I can do now. I guess I gotta wait till the end of the day to move those detectives around. Let's do the active call first. Tell the cool guys from the punks. Do I actually have to send someone on that call to work private security at a place? That's kind of dumb. Check out the report. Retired Officer Frank Nero for the fugitive. Okay. I sent my most experienced cop to do that. On a wild goose chase. I guess it's nice to know that those are options in the game.
1111B in progress.
Drug sales. Selling crack to teenagers. It's relatively close. It's not too far from the
411
police station.
in progress.
Naked man carrying a canister of gasoline. We'll keep up with the policy of sending 1 experienced officer with 1 not so experienced. Wasn't cut out to be a cop. Well, he was average. Oh, that's why I send cops to do jobs that aren't really in their job description, because I get paid for it. So this money up here, the $6,900, that must be my nest egg. So that's the number I need to build so I can retire.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation here.
Clown is seen making balloon animals for the kids. Cover up in a raincoat and pretend to be a customer. Watch from the stands.
1111B.
Yeah, why wouldn't that normally be the case?
411 complete.
Suicide threat. Let's see how the crazy guy did. Alright, that's okay. And it only goes till 2100. I forgot to check that last time, so let's end the day. We'll end the video there. See, Birch has worked 2 days in a row, so he needs a day off probably. Or maybe we could have them work 1 more day before they give him a day off. Alright, come on. Robespierre to reveal his identity. Enemies using feminists to destroy Freebird. What? Feminist organization denied official registration. Yeah, I don't know what all that means. It's alright, we're gonna end the video right after this cutscene.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch, and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate, and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's going to track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
Come on, let's get to a stopping point. Okay, so a couple quick things. I was really quick to judge him when I said that when he said that he was getting tired of all this. I'm like, the game just started, but then you got to realize that he's been doing it for 30 years or whatever it was. So he's tireder than the game has been long. Because he's talking about his career, being tired by his career, so I'll cut him some slack there. My mother was just hit by a car. She's been rushed to the hospital and she's fighting for her life. I should be with her. Can I miss this shift? This is the same guy that was visiting with his family from out of the country. And he promised he'd come back in tomorrow, so I'm going to say no. Yesterday I lost a bet and swallowed my car key. Last night I was pooping blood. I think I better go to the hospital. And he's one of the more professional guys, so I'll let him come in tomorrow. Strange. Not a whole lot of professional people on this. I wonder if I can move him to a different shift. And I'm not going to start this day. I'm just wondering how I get to use the detective. So I'm going to end the video there. Been playing for a few minutes now. We'll post this one up. We'll play it a little bit more. I'll probably spam my channel with this game for a day or two, just to get caught up, get a good background of it before I start the next game. Plus, this is kind of an interesting game. I like these style of games where it's not all action. It's kind of slow pace, like a thinking person's game. I kind of like that. But this guy needs to get some work done. So I wonder why he's got an A by his name. All right, come back next time. Till then, go watch some YouTube videos. I'll go play some more games, but I gotta go to lunch first, so I'll be back in a few.